My son, listen to me with an open heart. My son, listen to me with an open heart. I am your God. I am speaking to you now, directly. Your father tried to warn you, but his words were not heard by many. Now this message has reached you, and it is urgent. There was something he needed to tell you before he left. Something that could change your life forever. You are not here by accident, not at this moment. I allowed you to reach this point so that you might understand what has been left behind. Do not ignore this call, for it may be the last chance to hear his voice. Especially now, in the final days of your journey. He, the one who sees all, know the pain you carry. Your father felt the change too, a silence settling into his heart. He knew time was running out and something needed to be said. Tell me, my son, do you feel something unfinished? As if a part of him is still trying to reach you? I know this, for nothing escapes my watchful eye. If you have arrived here, it is not by chance. I, the Lord guiding your steps, have brought you to this sacred moment. There are things that cannot be explained with words. They can only be felt by the soul. Lately, have you noticed strange signs? Objects moving, a familiar scent in the air, dreams so vivid they feel more like memories? Pay attention now. This message is for you. Your father wishes to speak directly to your soul, and I am here to confirm. It is real. Wait until the end. He will say what needs to be said at just the right moment. In his final days, your father felt something change. His body no longer responded the same. His mind drifted between memories and premonitions. Listen closely, my son, and let the love and truth of this message reach your heart. I am with you, guiding every step, ensuring the voice of the one you loved is never lost in the silence of time. He did not want to burden anyone, but he felt that something important was coming. Even when not physically present, he saw you. He closed his eyes and saw your face, as if his soul was trying to say goodbye early. Words caught in his throat, but time was merciless and silent. I, your God, know how deeply this emptiness in your chest hurts. But hear me. This connection is not broken. His presence is still near, and your mission is not yet over. He tried to warn you. He tried to be heard. But few understand the signs that come from the other side. Do you feel it? That sudden chill on your neck? The feeling of being watched? The goosebumps for no reason? This is not your imagination. I tell you, it is him. His message is reaching you. But before it can be fully revealed, you must understand what happened before he left. One night, something inside him shifted. He felt time slipping like sand through his fingers. His heart tightened. A weight settled in his chest. He looked around, searching for a way to leave something for you. Something to ensure that even after he was gone, his voice would still reach you. Have you ever had that strange sense that he's still trying to speak to you? A sudden thought of him entering your mind at a specific moment, it's not a coincidence. I see beyond what human eyes can see, and I tell you, your father tried to leave a mark, tried to find a way to be present, even when he could no longer. Touch your hand. In his final moments, he wanted to speak, but his voice failed him. His body no longer obeyed the soul. So he left everything in a simple gesture, in a deep glance, in a subtle touch. Now the message is on its way, but before you can fully hear it, you must understand what he felt before leaving. He knew something had to happen. He felt a quiet call in his heart, as if a voice whispered that his journey was nearing its end. But he couldn't leave until you knew something vital. In the days before your goodbye, he behaved differently. He looked at you more intently. He held you a little longer, Sometimes it seemed he wanted to say something, but gave up at the last second. Did you notice it? Did you ever feel like he wanted to speak, but the words got stuck? I assure you, yes, because his silence echoed in my ears. The truth is, he knew his time was short, so he started leaving clues. Small gestures that seemed ordinary back then, but now hold meaning. The way he held your hand the last time you met. The tone in his voice, full of emotion. Even the simplest phrases. That final goodbye that lingered longer than usual. Now that he's gone, you feel his presence. That sudden chill. That scent from nowhere. That dream so real it feels like more than a memory. These are signs. And I confirm, he is trying to communicate. He is making sure his message reaches you. But to fully understand, you must go deeper. He did not simply leave behind silence. He left behind something that could change everything. There was a moment when he tried to speak, his eyes gazing into the void, as if he saw beyond this world. His lips moved, but no sound came. He wanted you to know. He needed you to understand. But time would not wait. His fragile body no longer responded to the will of the soul. And then there was only silence. A silence that still echoes in your heart. A sense that something remains unfinished. I am your God. I feel what you feel. Do you notice the absence heavier than any unspoken word? The emptiness in your chest whenever you remember him? But what if I told you he never wanted to leave without giving you one final message? Many ignore the signs, thinking they are just memories, coincidences. But those who pay attention know death is not the end. That song that plays out of nowhere, that photo that appears at just the right moment, that familiar scent invading the room without reason. He is trying to be present. He is trying to guide you, but the most important message has yet to be delivered. Are you ready to listen? He's appeared in your dreams, hasn't he? You wake up with that strange feeling, as if he truly was there, as if he tried to say something, but just like on the day he left, the words still hang in the air. Remember, my son, dreams are more than memories. They are portals between worlds, and when someone who has passed insists on appearing, it is not by chance. He is trying to make contact, trying to find a way to deliver the message he left behind. Have you noticed how time seems to freeze sometimes when you think about him? How certain memories return with overwhelming clarity. That is not just longing, it is a calling. He needs you to pay attention, because the message he left is not just a message. It carries a warning, something that can change the course of your life. But before revealing it all, you must know what he saw before the end. Lord of time and life, tell you, in his final moments he saw things no one else saw, a distant gaze, as if watching something beyond this reality. His body trembled at times, and deep down he understood something greater was happening. He didn't tell everyone. He knew few would believe. But he was certain his departure would not be the end. Something within told him he would need to find a way to keep guiding you, to keep protecting you, even after your eyes had closed to this world. There was a final moment, perhaps a last glance, a final touch, a final word, when he tried to leave something behind, marked so you would notice. But the shock of separation made the message slip through time. Now little by little the signs and dreams fall into place, leading you to this moment. I assure you, nothing happens without purpose. But before you can hear the full message, there is one more thing to say. Something he left as proof. that he never truly disappeared. He promised he would always be with you, that he would never let you be alone. That night, when he realized his physical presence was fading, something within him changed. He knew he had to find a way to keep that promise. I, the force that unites all hearts, ask you, have you ever felt that, even in his absence, he is still protecting you? That in your darkest moments, an answer comes from nowhere? Or when you're about to make the wrong decision, something makes you stop and think? It is not by chance. Your father found a way to stay by your side. He knew that time would test you, and that hidden forces would try to take him from you. He needed to warn you, to be sure you were ready for what was to come. Before he left, he fought with something, an invisible presence, a shadow trying to take him too soon. He resisted as long as he could, because he knew his mission beside you was not yet complete. But now this battle is approaching you, which is why the message he left behind is so important. I, your God, ask you to prepare your heart, because what he wrote will change everything. Just before his departure, he had a premonition. Something was troubling him, as if a hidden truth was slowly revealing itself. He felt the need to protect you, but he knew he couldn't act as he always had. So he left something behind, a warning, a mystery that could only be understood at the right moment. And that moment has come. Have you ever felt that the difficulties you face today are not just circumstances, but as if something is trying to stop you from moving forward, from finding peace, from reaching what you've always longed for? He realized that just before he left, you saw something no one else did. Something was approaching you, something that could have knocked you down if you weren't ready. That's why he was so insistent on leaving that message. Only it can help you face what lies ahead. Listen to me, my son. The truth is about to be revealed. But first you must understand the last thing your father did before he closed his eyes forever. Last night he held something tightly, perhaps a photo, a small object, something that held meaning only for him and for you. His fingers trembled, but he didn't let go. It was his last link to this world, proof that something remained unfinished. Someone near him asked if he wanted to say anything, but he simply closed his eyes. Because he didn't want to speak at that moment. He knew he had to reach you at the right time. My beloved son, calm your heart and listen to the voice speaking to you from above. It is I, the Lord, bringing the truth your father longed to reveal but could not fully express before his departure. Have you noticed signs beyond logic? A sudden chill, a vivid dream, or the feeling that something is watching you with tenderness? Do not ignore these signs. It is a form of love that reaches across distance. Your father felt the days slipping away from him. In his eyes was persistence, a silent desire to leave you something that went beyond goodbye. When weakness silenced him, there remained hope that somehow you would understand his gestures and memories. I myself brought you here so that you could understand. The bond between you wasn't broken. It was transformed. What he wanted to say is preserved in the signs surrounding your life. Recall those moments when a strange longing knocked on your door, followed by a subtle certainty that you are not alone. Sometimes it seems the objects he once touched surface without any visible reason, as if they're trying to catch your attention. It's a gentle call to reflect that true love doesn't end when the pulse of life fades. Even if your father couldn't speak in his final moments, there is a spiritual path that allows him to connect with you now, with my permission. Perhaps your heart holds many questions. Why didn't he tell you certain truths in life? Why did so much get stuck in the throat of fate? But know this: what's left unsaid finds a voice in signs, if you are willing to listen. You are free to Open your soul or not, but I ask you to be humble, recognizing that life is greater than what you see. I see that at night you remember looks or embraces filled with foreboding. Don't take them for granted. Your father burned with the desire to guide or protect you, even when his strength failed. He planted fragments that are now coming together into the truth you seek. Pay attention, for every detail may contain a silent message, the missing piece to understand what he so deeply wanted to tell you. He asks, is it acceptable to believe in phenomena that go beyond reason? I assure you the invisible world is as real as the air you breathe. If your father is trying to reach you, it is because lessons lie ahead. Believe me, none of this is coincidence. The connection between you was woven from love. The body fades, but what blooms in love is never lost. Perhaps he wanted to warn you of dark days or encourage you in coming battles. Now these messages come in the form of vivid memories, unsettling coincidences, and small insights throughout the day. Don't dismiss them. They reveal the essence of the message he kept in his heart. When you realize this, the painful longing may give way to serene peace, as you discover you are not so separated after all. If his personal items resurface or strong memories visit you in times of trouble, pay attention to what they're trying to say. Sometimes the answer lies in details that only now begin to make sense. Turn to me in prayer, and I will help you filter the truth. For I am the Father of all, and when I see my child seeking truth, I do not leave them without an answer. Perhaps you are afraid to share your experience, thinking others won't believe. But remember, each soul has its own rhythm for understanding what lies beyond the visible. Speak gently with those who suffer from the same emptiness. The comfort you receive can ignite hope in hearts that also grieve the absence of a loved one. He understands too that longing is not weakness. It's proof that love was real, and true love does not fade. If your eyes fill with tears at times, remember, I, the Lord, collect every single one and strengthen you. The memory of a father's care becomes a subtle presence, almost invisible yet strong enough to endure day and night. Pay attention, for example, when scents bring his image to mind, or when a song plays like the soundtrack to your memories. Nothing goes unnoticed when the heart is alert. Give thanks for these moments. They are not problems as you assume. The explanation may not come immediately, but faith fills the gaps of what you do not understand. Your Father, too, continues to reach out, knowing you still carry important questions. Perhaps he saw a horizon you ignored or sensed trials ahead. Now, though he can no longer speak as before, he sends you signs that will help. Receive them with gratitude and do not fear others' judgment. Remember, truth doesn't always need approval. If guilt visits you and you wonder, could I have done more while he was alive? Release that pain to me. I will turn regret into precious lessons. What matters now is that you know the connection remains. It did not vanish into the void. When you live out that enduring love, you will feel a deep peace, a sign that forgiveness and reconciliation transcend death. Also open your heart to the possibility of sharing your experience with others who yearn in the same way. Your experience may become a balm to those who feel the absence of a father or a loved one. Whether you speak little or much, do it with reverence, pointing to the hope that lives within you. Remember that each person opens up in their own time. So, my son, remain confident. Nothing your father meant to say has been lost to the wind. Every sign that reaches you is part of a greater plan that I, the Lord, oversee. Death does not have the final word when love is sincere. Do you feel that love when you think of him, and a gentle warmth fills your chest? That is the unseen touch of one who won't rest until he sees you upheld. Don't be afraid to walk in the light of these signs. If your father could not speak, Aloud now his words whisper from a realm many ignore. You must open your heart to receive them. And if you ever doubt, remember, I exist beyond human logic and can do all things so that the truth reaches those who need it. You just need to be receptive. So go forward, my son, knowing that the farewell did not sever the bond between you. Even if you do not see him, he continues to surround you with tenderness. And I uphold your every step. In the end, you will discover that love overcomes every boundary and that its messages arrived just in time so you could continue to live in peace. For where love reigns, there is no complete separation, and faith makes hope flourish even in the midst of sorrow. And if you ever need strength again, remember that I am here, as your sovereign Father, ready to comfort and strengthen you. Legacy your father left was not destroyed by death. It lives in every beat of your heart. So go forward, my son, knowing that nothing can separate those who were united in true love. I am with you, now and always. I, who see every detail of your pain and your love, ask you this. Have you ever found any of this in an unexpected place? A forgotten note, a letter, an object you thought was lost but suddenly appeared again? That was no accident. I tell you, it was planned. I wanted you to know his presence is still here. But what he left behind was not just a symbol of love. It was a wake-up call, something you must understand before it's too late. And finally, you're ready to hear the message. It will be revealed. The message he left was not written in haste. Every word was chosen carefully because he knew that as you read it, your heart would break, searching for answers. He knew the pain you would carry through long nights, when your pillow would absorb your silent tears. I knew time would pass, but his absence would leave a mark. I wanted to tell you so much, but I didn't have the time, so I found another way to reach you. He wrote this message because he knew one day you'd find it. Maybe not now, but only when you're ready to understand. What he left behind is not just a goodbye, it's a promise. Listen to me, my son. Your father tried to warn you, but no one listened. Now the message has reached you, and it is urgent. He needed to say something before he left, something that could change your life forever. Don't ignore this call, because it may be the last time you'll have the chance to hear his voice. In the final days of his life, he felt something different. A heaviness settled in his chest, because he knew his time was running out and he had to say something. Do you feel that something is unresolved? As if part of him is still trying to reach out? If you've come this far, it's no coincidence. I allowed this to happen. There are things that cannot be explained, only felt. Maybe you've noticed strange signs lately. Objects moving, a familiar scent in the air, dreams so vivid they feel like more than just memories. Now pay attention. This message is for you. Your Father wants to speak directly to your soul. I, your God, say, wait until the end, for he will only say what must be said at the right moment. That night, something inside him changed. He felt time slipping through his fingers like fine sand. His heart tightened. A weight pressed on his chest. He looked around, searching for a way to leave something for you, something to ensure that, even after he was gone, his voice would still reach your ears. Have you ever had that strange feeling like he's trying to communicate? Like a sudden thought of him hits you at a certain time of day? I tell you, it's not coincidence. Your father tried to leave a mark, a way to remain close even when he could no longer touch your hand. In his final moments, he wanted to speak, but his voice failed. His body no longer obeyed him. So he left everything in a simple gesture. Deep look, a subtle touch. And now the message is on its way. But before you can truly hear it, you need to understand everything that led up to his departure. He knew something was going to happen. He felt a quiet whisper in his heart. as if a voice told him his journey was ending. But he didn't want to leave without making sure you knew something very important. In the days before your farewell, he started to act differently. He looked you in the eyes more, held you in his arms longer, and sometimes it seemed like he wanted to say something but backed out at the last moment. Did you notice? Did you ever feel like he wanted to speak but the words got stuck in his throat? I know his deepest intentions, and I assure you, he knew time was short. That's why he began to leave clues, small gestures that seemed mundane at the time, but now make sense. The way he held your hand the last time you met, the tone of his voice filled with emotion, even in the simplest sentences. That final goodbye felt longer than usual. Now that he's gone, you feel his presence. That unexpected shiver, his scent appearing from nowhere, a dream so real it seemed like more than just a memory. These are all signs. I confirm he's trying to reach you, making sure his message arrives. But to truly understand what he means, you must go deeper. He didn't just leave behind words, he left something that could change everything. He's been appearing in your dreams, hasn't he? You wake up with a strange feeling, as if he was really there, trying to say something. But like that day he left, the words remain hanging in the air. Dreams are more than memories. They are portals between worlds. And when someone who's gone insists on coming through, it's not by chance. He's trying to connect, to deliver the message he left behind. Have you ever noticed how time seems to stop when you think of him? How certain memories come back with force, accompanied by a feeling you can't explain? This isn't just longing, it's a calling. He needs you to pay attention because the message he left is not just a message. It carries a warning, something that could change the course of your life. Before he departed, he had a premonition. Something was troubling him, as if a hidden truth was slowly revealing itself. He felt the need to protect you, but knew he couldn't do it the usual way anymore. So he left something behind, a warning, a mystery that could only be understood at the right time. And that time has come. Now you know the truth. You were never alone. Your father never abandoned you. And if the pain ever becomes too great, remember his words. But there's something else you must do. Something he wanted you to do right now. I, your God, urge you to reflect. Share this message. Someone else needs to hear it. Someone else feels that same emptiness and is searching for an answer. Be the messenger. And if this message touched your heart, write in the comments, I feel you here, Dad, because as long as that connection exists, he will never truly be gone. If this message moved your heart, like this video so more people can hear these words. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you won't miss more revelations like this one. And most importantly, never forget, a father's love never dies. And I, your God, am witness to that. The message your father left, you're reading it now, which means my time has run out. But I want you to know, death is not the end. My body may have faded, but my love for you remains alive, stronger than ever. I know the days without me will be hard. There will be moments when you look around, longing to hear my voice one more time. I wish I could hug you now, but even if you can't see me, I never left your side. My son, listen carefully. You must be strong and carry on because your journey is not over. I see more than your eyes can. I know the problems ahead, the obstacles that may seem impossible to overcome. But believe me, within you is everything you need to succeed. There will be times when you'll doubt yourself, when the pain of this world will try to crush you, but never forget, you are never alone. If fear comes, close your eyes and call out to me, because I'll always be near, ready to support you. Forces may try to knock you off course. People may try to deceive you. Negative energies may try to make you give up. But trust your intuition and listen to that inner voice, because I will be guiding your heart to make the right choice. If at any moment you feel lost, look up to the sky. Every star, every breeze, every heartbeat is a reminder of my presence. I'm here, and always will be, watching over your every step. This message was left so you would understand that love never dies. Even when the eyes can't see, the heart can feel. Now you know you were never alone. Your Father never left you. And if one day the pain becomes unbearable, always remember His words. They still echo within you. My son, I am your God. I want to remind you of something even more important. There's one final action you must take, what He wanted you to do right now. Share this message. Somewhere out there, someone needs to hear it. Someone else feels an emptiness in their chest and is craving an answer. Be the messenger of love and hope. And if these words touched your heart, write in the comments, I feel you here, Dad. Because as long as that bond remains, He will never be truly far from you. The message has been delivered, and now you know your Father never abandoned you. He is still with you, guiding, protecting, and sending signs of love. A father's love transcends time, breaks through barriers, and crosses worlds, always remaining alive within you. Dear friends, we are deeply grateful for the opportunity to share this message of faith and love with you. We pray it has touched and inspired your heart. Your prayers and support mean the world to us. If this ministry has blessed you, please consider a small donation to help us keep sharing God's light. Every gift, large or small, helps us reach more souls and produce meaningful content. You can also join our channel family by clicking Thanks or become a sponsor. Whether you give, share, or simply watch, know you are valued. God bless you and your loved ones.